Police constable. They've been having problems with Albion, haven't they? Interesting.
Someone's hacked this thing. Find them! Go, search!
Don't see anything here.
Why don't we try something here? Let your cameras get a picture of this.
I can't believe Albion had the brass to spatter their propaganda all over Buckingham Palace. When this is all over, maybe there'll be a knighthood in it for me. Sir Bagley has a ring, doesn't it? Feel free to use it anytime.
Let's get out of here before the drone comes back. One more, and then I can have my spy. And there it is.
There, that does it.
I remember this one. Yep. Never certain.
You've done it. You've done it. All our Westminster targets have been accounted for. Albion's hurting and the people are coming out of their shells. I've even got a member of Parliament here contacting us.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. Says she has an idea how we might rally the people in the borough. You should meet her.
To think that Albion vandalized this advertising to try and control people's thoughts when this perfectly nice corporation paid good money to do that. Justice served, kind of.
I will take out the pass after I get this.
Seriously, what is going on? There's no need for that.
Here's the thing. Defend the best places in London. Best
This one's a drone expert. It'd be handy to have one on the team.
Always good to have one. Or 2.
A professional rabble-rouser. Might be handy in getting people behind that sec.
Are you ready for a new operation?
Oh, yeah. Ready for action. Let's do this.
People need help!
So, I hear you've been trying to reach DedSec.
Wasn't sure you'd come knowing I'm part of the establishment. Or at least I was until Albion dismissed Parliament. I do want to say, what you've done in Westminster is remarkable. You've given the people hope.
Well, Parliament certainly isn't innocent, but it's best we don't dwell on it. All that matters now is cleaning up this mess.
I couldn't agree more. That's why I contacted you. Albion haven't simply shut down the government. They've sullied the Palace of Westminster, the Great Bell, with their propaganda. Do you understand what that looks like? If you really want to rekindle some of the people's fighting spirit, then restoring the clock tower would go a long way.
It would at least be a symbol of hope. It'll show people that they can fight back too. Let's do it.
I knew I could count on you. It will be wonderful to hear the bell once more.
There is some security around the bell tower, but that shouldn't pose a problem. A bigger issue will be getting to the top.
Suggestions?
A spider bot should do the trick.
Okay, so I have to get him over here. Oh, my new recruits are all gonna hate me.
area.
What?
The path up to the top of the tower is treacherous. All crawl spaces and gantries. More suited to 6 mechanical legs than 2 human ones.
Sounds like fun.
Couldn't army this time. Not having cloak is different. Kind of fun. Just, you know, hacking through Spider-Bot's a lot better than I thought it would be. So my aim now is to get really highly skilled people. Instead of just trying to be visible, I'll just be superior.
Spider drone, engaged.
Life is a lot easier with the Spider-Bot. Darn it.
That should do it.
That was moving, truly. To hear the chimes again, to see that tower the way it's meant to be seen, means everything to the people of this borough.
That clock is an icon of London. It reminds me of what we're fighting for.
It represents our parliamentary democracy. To have Albion to face it the way they did, it's clear what they were up to. Thank you, DedSec.
Brilliantly done. Westminster will surely rise up against Albion after this.
Cheers. Another brave soul for our ranks. Welcome aboard.
Yes, I'm ready to go bastard hunting with you lot.
Fucking excellent.
Hello.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Our little squad is finally coming into its own.
Too right.
Who could have guessed that a bunch of random Londoners could start a resistance movement? If we keep this up, the world will be a better place. Dropped my food all over him. Yeah, the sandwich just opened in my lap, pretty much. Yeah, I know.
It is eerie being here where so many died. These ruins are like an open wound for the city.
And the place is still crawling with security. What exactly are they guarding? They haven't even started on the restoration.
Good point, Bagley. Tell me what I'm looking for.
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Oh, fuck!
Piss off.
Hang on.
Whoa! Oh! I'll shoot! Oh!
Weird.
No!
I need a different point of view.
You hear something? There, that person.
What the fuck? This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
It's taken a lot of damage. Any idea what it is doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Hang on. What was that? Oh shit! Gun.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
Unfucking believable. That should do it. Now I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and
Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot, and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Right, got it.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back for you?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly dog. This clearly implicates Clan Kelly in the bombings.
Looks more like the Kellys were acting as a supplier. This was a handoff.
So who is this woman? Not part of Clan Kelly. I think she may be in Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, see if you can determine who was controlling the spider bot.
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Fuck me. The man had eyes on this while it went down. That's heavy.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
So what? You want me to quantum tunnel through it?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Right, got it.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That settles it. It was Zero Day.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Quite a find.
Multiple teams were used, of course. Zero Day is at least tactically sound.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more.
Don't you feel me now? Yes.
Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
If the police knew who the actual bombers were months ago, why wouldn't they release that information?
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Looks like Albion has taken over this station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I think the people will soon long for the days when the police were the law.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
I'll do a sweep.
Please. You're clear here. Whatever set off the alarm must be nearby. Drone, initiate search.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere. Moving on. Nothing here. Nothing to report. Checking elsewhere. Shouldn't be off. Clear. Fucker could be anywhere. Clear. Moving on.
No one here.
Clear here.
This should be on.
Moving on.
Surrender.
We might go easy.
Negative contact. Are you always such an idiot?
You'll be fine.
You useless block of skin.
Keep it up. Are you serious? Oh, you... Fox, gun! Everyone get down! Over there. Ah. No! Ah! Fascinating.
Can you confirm this is the same Spider-Bot, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any way to find the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm on it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spider-Bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. buggery fuck with you. Look at all this junk. You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
What's wrong with Scotland Yard? Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Sod that.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops are asleep at the wheel. Well, they're not at the wheel anymore, are they?
I've been around the block long enough to know what kind of people Albion are. They're bloody cowards. They say they're trying to protect us from criminals, and they're legal. Really, they're just afraid someone's going to come along and knock them off their high horse. You bet I know someone actually does.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
This is London Call. I'm Claire Wharton.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Sure.
Bloody hell!
You can still save them to recruits even though I shot them. It's kind of funny.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
There's only one way to find out what's going on. Let's go.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
It is.
Find me a way in, Bagley.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider-bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
The perfect place to keep a low profile.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
I'd say someone's been doing some off-duty policing from this bunker.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Very. They must have followed some thread that led them to the tone.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
So we may be looking at Albion and Clan Kelly working together. This is bad news.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
A lot of people go missing every day. This is not good at all. We have to fix this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
I kind of want a hitman.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's dead sec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit! Well, the good news is he's in the country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. The bad news is he's probably in limbo at the EPC.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Watching for suspect. Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Negative. Suspect is gone. Issue an APW.